Hey there, and welcome back to my channel, Weirdly O.C.D. I want to start this video off with a couple quick announcements, and then we're going to get on to the main purpose of this video. Announcement 1. I have now officially surpassed 100 subscribers. As of right now, while recording this video, I'm at 106. So to everybody who has subscribed to my channel in just the past week, because this time last week, I was only in the mid-40s. So I've gained about 60 subscribers in the last week. I want to thank you very, very much for taking the time out of your day to check out my channel and subscribe. And hopefully you'll stick around, enjoy the videos and the content that I put up. The second thing I want to announce is now that I have hit 100 subscribers, I am able to have a custom URL for my YouTube channel. So if you want to find my YouTube channel, now it is super easy. It is youtube.com/weirdlyocd. This is a new little series I'm going to try out and see how people respond to it. And if it gets kind of good feedback and momentum, I will definitely keep doing it. So this is kind of a trial run to see how it goes. I'm going to call this series 5 Great Finds. And in each of these videos for this series, I'm going to tell you the 5 best things that I found at certain places. And because this particular company that I'm going to be talking about and their products seems to be gaining so much momentum on the internet lately, I'm going to start out with them, and that is the 5 best products that me and my fiance have found at Aldi. Now, I do want to let you know from the get-go that these products are in no particular order. So the first one that I'm going to show you isn't necessarily the least favorite of our 5 favorites or the most favorite of our 5 favorites. It's just some random order, so that's how it's going to go. I have the items physically here with me for 4 out of the 5 items. The 5th one I do not physically have because Aldi no longer carries it. And in fact, 2 of the products that I physically have also, Aldi's, we found out, is going to stop carrying. Now, if you are a normal frequent shopper at Aldi, you do know that a lot of times they only get things in for a certain length of time and then they don't get it anymore. I don't know if it's because they purchase a bulk shipment, dispense it out to stores, and then once it runs out, it runs out. I'm not exactly sure their whole distribution situation. In fact, we went to our local Aldi. We only have one here, and I'm thankful for the one. We actually found out that they're going to stop carrying one of our favorite dinners, which was kind of sad, but we got the last one that was in the store, and in fact, that is what I'm going to start out this 5 Great Finds with. All right, so this first item that I'm going to show you that we absolutely love getting at Aldi, and as I just said, unfortunately, they're not going to carry this anymore, at least not at our Aldi. This may still be at one that you have in your city or town or neighboring city or town. It is the Kirkwood grilled chicken breasts with rib meat chicken fajita mix. This is so good. We try to get enough to where we can have this at least once a week when we go grocery shopping. And the reason that we liked getting it so much is because we were looking for a way to kind of have grilled chicken, but then we figured, well, if we wanted the vegetables in it, you got to go get the vegetables too, slice them up, saute them in your pan, all that stuff, mix them in with the chicken and everything, which isn't a whole big deal. But then at Aldi, we came across this, and it's amazing. It is really good. The only thing we get in addition to this is just some soft shell tortilla shells, and this is enough for me and my fiance to each have 2. The only downside I would say to this is I would not recommend buying just one if you're like a family of 3 or more. This is a perfect size for 2 people to have 2 fajitas each, and that's it. Sadly, it is a little bit expensive. I think personally, for the size of this package, this is $5.99. Now, as far as the package size goes, the price isn't that great, but it kind of makes up for it in the taste because it is really good. So I'll go ahead and show you the package here. That way, if you wanted to get it for yourself or you happen to come across it, you can definitely do that. And like I said, that's $5.99. Now, I'm not sure if Aldi's prices vary from store to store, region to region, whatever. I'm not sure. But if you do have that at your Aldi, or you can always ask a cashier or a manager if they carry it. All right, the next item that I'm going to show you is obviously going to be a temporary thing at Aldi because it's seasonal oriented. We came across this and another type of this item, and this is the one that we love the most, and that is the Friendly Farms Frosted Sugar Cookie Coffee Creamer. This is this is delicious. Now, I tend to have coffee almost every day, and sometimes I'll even make a pot in the evening, just because sometimes, it just sounds good and you get a craving for a cup of coffee. But since we discovered these at Aldi, probably about maybe a month ago, this is the 4th one we've bought. We like it that much. And I don't know if it's just our Aldi, or I don't know what the deal is, because when we first seen these Aldi, they had to have had probably 40 or 50 of them on the shelf in the cooler. And the next couple times we went, we would pick up one, even though we hadn't run out at home yet, but we wanted to make sure we didn't run out. There was still a decent amount in the cooler, like probably 25, 30. Well, when we went back this last time, just like we did with the chicken, they were all gone. They were all gone. The space that they were in was completely emptied, wiped out of these, and they had a completely different new product in it. I even checked the second set of coolers to see if maybe they had moved it, because Aldi is kind of known for moving things around too. Didn't find it whatsoever in my stores. So this one's still pretty full, so we're good for a little bit. It's definitely not going to make it to Christmas morning, which was something I was kind of hoping on having Christmas Day, was a cup of coffee with this in it. It's not going to make it to then. I'll be surprised if it makes it to the end of next week. But we love this stuff. It tastes really, really good, and it does taste exactly like frosted sugar cookie creamer, or cookie. So there's the label there if you want to look for it in your local Aldi. And like I said, it's obviously a seasonal item, so they're probably going to be getting rid of that quicker than they are if it would just be a normal everyday product. All right, the next thing that I want to show you is something that we are majorly in love with. We have not gotten sick of it whatsoever. And as we know, they are not getting rid of these. In fact, at one point we thought they were, and they actually ended up in the regular freezer section where we find most of our normal stuff. And that is the Kirkwood, once again, garlic and herb seasoned chicken breasts. These are delicious. I'm not a huge fan of just skinless chicken. To me, it tastes very, tasteless. unless you. I like to have my fiance, because he's the cook of our family. I like to have him, if we're doing like skinless chicken, do like a lemon peppered seasoning on it and a decent coating of it. Well, we came across these at Aldi's probably months ago, maybe like early summertime, and we thought we'd give them a try. They are delicious. They're tender. They're extremely. I cannot talk. They are extremely flavorful, and they smell delicious, even just in the bag by itself. So, if something smells that good just in the bag, you can only imagine what it smells like when it's actually cooking in your oven, and the way it makes your kitchen smell. And they're delicious. And as I said, as far as we know, they are not getting rid of this. It's moved from like their little sliding door freezer where they keep like temporary things in. I don't know if my Aldi is set up like most Aldis or not. This is the only Aldi I've ever been in. But it's moved from that to like the wall freezer, and the wall freezer tends to be the more basic things you can find like every time you go shopping there. So there's the label for that if you want to check it out and see if your store carries it. It's the garlic and herb seasoned chicken. Now, they do have a new one that we've seen the other day. We have not tried it yet, but I think the flavor was roasted some type of flavor with lime. And I'm not a huge lime fan, but I kind of like the lime flavored tortilla chips. I don't know if you've had those, but those are really good too. Those I've never seen at Aldi and probably won't. I've never seen any tortilla brand name stuff at an Aldi, but it sounds like it could be good. So if Aldi's ever gets rid of these garlic and herb chicken breasts, which I hope to gosh they don't, maybe we could try those, or maybe we could just try them to try them. The next thing I want to show you is something that we have recently discovered. We've only had it once, probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And when we went shopping a couple days ago, we came across it again, and we decided to get it again because it was so good. And that is the Mama Cozzi's. I hope I'm saying that right. Cozzis. If I'm not, please somebody correct me. The Mama Cozzi's barbecue recipe chicken pizza. It is topped with smoky barbecue sauce, seasoned chicken breast with rib meat, a blend of mozzarella and Gouda cheeses and cilantro. And I just noticed that there is a typo on this box. I don't know if you can see it, but it says a blend of mozzarella. I never noticed that until just now. But these pizzas are really, really good. Now, you do have to be a fan of thin crust pizza because it is a thin crust pizza. But it does not take long to bake at all. The back of the box says 15 to 17 minutes in a 400 degree oven. Now, there are a couple other pizzas that look good at Aldi. However, my fiance won't eat it because it has spinach or mushrooms on it, and he's not a fan of either one. So if I want to get something like that, I'd be eating it, by myself, which is fine with me. I'm not going to complain about that. But this is one we definitely both like together. I'm trying to think how much this was. I guess I should be telling you the prices of all this too, in case you're interested. I want to say this pizza was $3.99, but please don't quote me on that because I could be totally wrong. I know it wasn't over $4.99, but I want to say it was $3.99. The garlic herb chicken is $6.99 a bag, and actually I'm going to take one out of the bag for you because these pieces are huge. I mean, this is one piece here, and it comes with usually like 6 pieces. So even for a family of 3, that would be good. You could each have a piece of chicken and a side and make that 2 different meals. So And the coffee creamer was $2.19. I remember that only because we bought so much of it in the last month. And I already told you the price of the chicken fajitas, which was $5.99. But like I said, ours is getting rid of it, so you might want to check with yours in case you're interested in getting that. The last item I want to tell you about is something that we haven't had in a little while because unfortunately our Aldi did get rid of it. And I honestly do not remember the brand, or I would tell you, but the price was ridiculously cheap for a ridiculously good meal. And that was the frozen chicken Parmesan meal. It was absolutely delicious. You got 6 pieces. I remember it being so good. See, I'm spitting, I'm salivating everywhere. You got 6 pieces of decently sized chicken, of course, sitting in a marinara sauce. You just pop it in the oven. This was in the same freezer section along the wall as the garlic herb and chicken. And it was great. It's with like the lasagna items, the Salisbury steak meals. And as I said, it was very reasonably priced. It was, I want to say, $2.69. And it was a great meal for us. We would usually have that and garlic bread or Texas toast, something in that category. And it was a great meal. We would get that and the garlic toast, and it would be like $5 for a dinner for 2 people. So $2.50 each. That's cheaper than McDonald's almost, pretty much. And probably, honestly, a lot healthier. But anyway, that is my 5 great finds from Aldi, or at least my local Aldi. If you have any questions about any of the products that I have mentioned in this video, please leave them below and I will comment on them. I do reply to every comment on any of my videos. It might take me a day, but I promise I will comment on it. And real quick, I'll kind of give you the backstory of how me and my fiance kind of, I don't want to say discovered Aldi, more like decided to start a shop there. For a long time, we would go to Myers. And we usually would go at nighttime because, of course, there's less people. And we just feel like we weren't getting our money's worth when we were buying groceries from there. We would spend like $60, $70 on groceries and come home and go, what the hell did we buy? And it's not because like we didn't make lists, and it's not because we were impulse shoppers or, anything like that. It was literally like things were double or triple the price that they are at Aldi's for the same item. It may not be the same brand, of course, because if you're a regular shopper at Aldi, you know that they, most of the stuff is their own brand. There is a decent amount of brand stuff at Aldi, but not a whole lot. I would say probably about 80-85% of their merchandise is their own in-house brand. But we decided to start going to Aldi, and we were just baffled the first time we went in there as to how cheap everything was. We could spend $70 to $80 and pretty much fill up a cart and have groceries for the both of us for about a week and a half, which is pretty good. But anyway, that is my video on my top 5 favorite things that we've gotten from Aldi. And like I said, unfortunately, some of them Aldi isn't going to carry anymore. But, we will carry on and probably find some new favorites like that barbecue recipe chicken pizza. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to leave me a comment below letting me know what your favorite product at Aldi is, I would love to read that. And I will catch you all in the next video, which will be up later this week. And once again, thank you to all the new subscribers who have subscribed to this channel and all the new watchers. I appreciate you very, very much. Have a great day.